Good evening, Sly. Can I help you?
Hello there. Yeah, I'm calling from the UK, so I hope I haven't caught you at a rough hour. I know it's quite late here. The reason why I'm phoning is I've been interested in Scientology for quite a long time. I've got quite an avid interest. And I experienced something on Saturday where somebody who's quite senior in the org stole something from me in plain view of like hundreds of people. And I can't seem to speak to anybody in the UK about this incident.
Wow, I'm going to put you through to someone that can help you, okay?
I mean, do I do a knowledge report?
You do knowledge report, and I'm going to put you through to someone that can help you, okay?
Fantastic, thank you. I haven't really done many of these before.
Public Affairs, how can I help you?
Hello, yeah, I'm calling from the UK, so I hope I haven't called you at a bad hour at all. The reason why I'm phoning is, I've had an avid interest in Scientology for quite a while. I've read a lot of books, etc. And it's something that I'm finding very confusing. I don't understand the ethics. I was involved in an incident on Saturday where somebody quite high up in the Plymouth Org stole something from me in full view of quite a few people. And I've tried to speak to people at the Plymouth Org about it, and also St Hill, and I don't seem to be getting anywhere. I just don't know. I believe a knowledge report should be written, but I've not really written one before.
Okay.
I just wondered if you can help.
Hold on, please.
Okay, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Oh,
yeah, hi, sorry about that. So, who have you spoken to in St. Hill?
I got given the main telephone number. I don't know if they thought I was a practical joker or something. I know that
Well, I do know exactly what incident you are referring to, so...
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So you can't wrong
yeah. Sorry?
Who is it?
My name's Stuart.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, and, so, what's your plan?
Okay, well, like I said, I was involved in an incident on Saturday.
Yes, I already told you I know what it was.
Okay. I went to the org on Sunday to speak to the person involved. You are aware of the person involved, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. To ask for an apology or just an explanation as to what happened. I'm not a litigious person. I don't want to be forced to go into the courts, but what I would like is an apology from her for stealing the signs, or an explanation for stealing the signs. And I wonder if that's possible. Otherwise, I can make a lot of noise about it and get a lot of attention.
Well, I think you already are, but that's beside the point.
Do you think she was right? I've studied a lot of the Hubbard's ethics, a lot of the books. I've read a lot.
I'm actually not going to get into it because this church has nothing to do with what occurred in Plymouth on Saturday.
Okay. Do you know who I should contact? I'm being as nice as possible and calm about this, and just trying to find a resolution that's a win-win situation for both of us. Do you think who I might...
What happened when you went back to the church on Sunday?
When I went back to the church on Sunday, I knocked on the door. I politely waited outside. Vicky was on the phone, so that's fair enough. I didn't want to enter the org because I know that there's a little bit of friction between us, but it's not from my side. I've shown nothing but friendliness to her. Like I said, all I wanted was an explanation. She totally ignored me. I went to speak to, I think, Mick Chandler's on the main table. And so I opened up the door and just popped my head in and said, "Excuse me, Vicky, have you got a minute?" And she pushed me out the org. I've got what looks to be multiple sclerosis. I'm not too steady on my feet with a stick. And it's not the first time she's manhandled me. personally, I believe that this gives a very, very bad impression to the outsider of Scientology is and how Scientologists act. I mean, this comes from the same week as you obviously know about Reverend Carmichael in New York.
Right. And you said you've called St. Hill. So who did you speak to at St. Hill?
They wouldn't give their name. They wouldn't. It was actually the press department. Somebody phoned on my behalf. They wouldn't give their name. They wouldn't. Vicky basically, the person who did manage to speak to Vicky gave a press number in St. Hill. The lady sat down and was very, very rude and well, virtually slammed the phone down, I think.
Okay, so how do I pass on a message from you? Like, are you going to
Well,
give me a number that works, or an email or something?
Okay, basically what I'm looking for is, what do I do? Do I write a knowledge report? Do you think it's possible? Well, number one, is that how the church should be portrayed to the outside world? I mean, taking
I already told you I am not going to comment on the incident that occurred in Plymouth.
Okay, do you know...
So I will relay a message.
Okay.
Sorry?
They have my telephone number in any case, I know that. And,
they do, good.
Yeah, if you've got a contact telephone number possibly for Rupert Paley, I've spoken to him a number of times. He's been down for the last two major protests.
For who?
Rupert Paley, I think it's the chief HAS at St. Hill. He's in charge of all security. We've spoken to him a number of times, but face-to-face, but I don't have any contact details for him.
Okay, I'm not at liberty to give that out, but I can let him know that you're contacting to try to get this resolved.
Sure. I mean, basically, obviously, you know that I'm a protester, but I've digested both sides of the facts. I've digested the Scientology side, and I've also, I'm in contact with a lot of ex-Scientologists, local Scientologists as well, and people that have... There's been a lot of bad experiences, and I'm trying to get to the truth of the matter. And I'm very, very willing to speak to somebody on record, unedited. And I'd like, if possible, obviously you're in a position that you can relay that information to somebody in St. Hill or somebody in the Plymouth Org. If my questions are answered, I will stop protesting. I will shout out that, you know, obviously you guys think that we are wrong for protesting, but nobody is giving us anything to stop protesting. Do you understand?
Okay, so who you're saying someone in St. Hill has your phone number?
Well, I'm sure the Plymouth Org has. I did email the Plymouth Org my telephone number back in February, and they tried prank calling me a few times. I think I spoke to one of the Sea Org representatives down there.
Okay, give me 1 second, please.
Sure.
Thanks for holding.
Yeah, no problems.
Okay, so you're saying someone for sure in Plymouth Org has your phone number?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Because
Good, I will definitely pass on your message.
thank you. What was your name again, sorry?
Tracy.
Tracy. Okay, well, thanks very much, Tracy. You have a beautiful voice. And have a beautiful day, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.